coming to you from the Rock, Fort Smith, Arkansas. Find the bandha. Start tuning in. Again, we'll find a posture today, Heron, Karanchasana, hamstring sequence. As bring movement into the shoulders, ground through the shoulder blades, find the bandhas, lift through the pelvic floor, navel to spine, find the back of the head, neck, tilt the skull to your right, because now I'm mirroring you. And left arm reach out, extend. And arm back, head up and over to the left, right arm reaches. And arm back, head back, circle the skull, lift the face, shoulder blades down, heart opens, neutral pelvis, gently begin to circle, checking into the back of the knees, making sure they're not locked. Feeling four corners of both feet. When you're ready, opposite direction. Thanks for tuning in, giving us a thumbs up, and gently center. Good, easy little heel raises here. Engage inner thigh, outer thigh, glutes a little bit more. Maybe you get a point where you find a balance. Maybe not. Strong through the ankles, through the legs, thighs, glutes. And now, counter pose, Utkatasana, hips go back. Arms forward, ears, back plane, no arms, any variation. Cactus if you wish. Deepen the breath. Find the ribs close, front body strong. And stretch it up. So we're just warming up now. And hollow. Remember, always your practice. Cat back. And add the cat in chair. So if you need a little bit more warmth in the body before you come into deeper stretches, you find your way, a walk, a run. Here, find the ujjayi. One more, exhale. And inhale, stretch it up, triceps, lower that right arm and gently assist. Remember, if you need a little bit more in the side body, open where you feel, where you listen to the body, and open, and switch to the other side. Triceps back of the arm, assisting. Remember, if you're tight and you want to work from the front, find any variation that, again, keeps that alignment going for you without struggling or taking a variable away from the alignment. And then let's counterpose, right arm crosses. Movement as you need. And then left arm's going to cross. Let's find external rotation. Right leg shift on over, reach through that heel and rotate. So when we come into easy seated pose, again, these muscle groups have already moved into that rotation. And switch to the other side. And this rotation again is applied to tree pose, where one side of the body is stabilizing, the other leg will be externally rotated and into a hip opener. And back to center. Let's find a posterior tilt with eagle arms. Your right arm is going to be on top. Get a little bit stronger into the core, into the spine, shoulders, or if you wrap. We inhale, hollow the belly, posterior tilt. Strong stretch front of the shoulder, back of the rhomboids. Inhale. Exhale, hollow. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Center it up, switch. Your left arm, and we move. Forearm moves away from the face. Inhale. And hollow exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Two more. Inhale. Ujjayi, stronger. Diaphragmatic breath. Swan dive now into Uttanasana, standing forward fold block if you wish. Again, swan dive, traditional, arms to the side, but still in the peripheral vision. We take it through neutral and hollow. Heads easy. Again, center of gravity slightly forward on the feet. You don't want to drop it into the back of the heels. Awareness, mindfulness, presence as you move. And adjust, take your time. Lower, Sukhasana. Whew. Now we're going to go through the switch of the legs here in a moment. Again, let's turn the head as far to the right. Maybe you bring movement here through the ribs, through the side body, in the lateral body a little bit deeper. Maybe you're completely still. Finding the Mula Bandha, lifting through the pelvic floor, the length of the spine, crown of the head, through center, over to the left. Maybe you bring lateral movement through the ribs or stillness. Breath serves in through the nose, out through the nose. Head centers and movement through the shoulder blades a little bit stronger. One direction and opposite direction. Float the arms open. Palms are up here. Then rotate the palms, Proud Warrior 2. Feel, sense those shoulder blades down. Finding that focal point out to the right, out to the left. Remember, we don't want the shoulders up. Boom, right down into that strength of the back. And check in. 6 movements of the spine, one right after the other. Take notice of what foot, what hip you have in the front. We inhale, heart lifts here. Hollow, exhale, deepen round. Inhale. And release. Take it over to your right. Dristi. Inhale. Again, neck injuries, whatever's appropriate for you. Variations. And lift the heart. Inhale. Take that twist. Exhale. All the oxygen. And sweep up. Inhale. Take it on around. Exhale all the oxygen. Inhale. Back plane and lean. Switch now. Opposite foot, opposite hip in front. Recognize how it feels differently in the body. And inhale. And over. Jaws easy. Inhale. And take it over. Exhale. And lift. Inhale. Take it on around. Set up. Shoulder blades. Back of the head. Sweep inhale. All the oxygen set up. Alignment with the twist. And inhale, back plane. Lean and switch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And over. Root through the sit bones. Stabilize through the hips, through the pelvis. Through the low body as you're able. Oppositional stretch in the body. Inhale. Take that twist around. And exhale. Inhale. All the oxygen. Inhale. Back plane. Lean and switch. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Trying to get some heat going on here. And remember, as warm as you are, maybe you come to your yoga practice, your mat. Inhale. Exhale, take it on around. And you want to find a little slower, holding the postures perhaps a little bit longer. And inhale. Now we linger, back plane, find the fingertips, navel to spine, shoulder blades down as we open the heart. Once again, we open to health, we open to wellness, we open to guidance. Sweep those arms forward and again, recognize. Continue to serve with that breath. Allow it to move anywhere in the body you might need to. And then, same thing, walk those hands. We lean back plane. We switch. Good. Opposite foot, hip in front. We lift shoulder blades and we sweep. Walk it forward. Ooh, recognize. Let that breath serve. And we walk those hands. Take your time. And Dandasana. Seated staff pose. Once again, check in. Maybe you need to move a little bit. Find the dorsiflexion here. The plantar flexion or the point and the foot. And heel ball, toe ball, heel. Root now through both sit bones. Open up. Side body. Again, try not to compress to the right side. Both sides lengthen. Just flip it on over. Other side. Good. Feel the energy in that right hip, right side of the body. And then we just take gentle little twist. Heart lifts, bandhas right here. Breath serves. And around to the other side. Sense that left shoulder opening for you, assisting in that rotation as you prefer. Activate, make sure you're still finding the Mula Bandha, Dhyana Bandha. And release. Let's change on the mat. Make our way, 2 hands, 2 knees. And find our cat-cow. So, hollow that belly, round, and cow. Heart floats forward. Exhale, press. Feel the energy through the full hands. Again, all part of the posture in your body. And hollow. And finally back to neutral. Long neck, right ball of the foot. Let's flow. Leg lifts, left arm sends. Inhale, exhale, hollow twist. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Finally out to the balance. Front and back, open to the side, shift. Maybe forward, a little bit more challenging. Our back, leg back, hand back, knee back. Left ball of the foot, leg lifts. Send that right arm and we flow. Inhale, twist, hollow, exhale. Finally out into the balance, front and back, open to the side, shift your center of gravity. Jaws easy, check on in. Don't lock standing elbow. Arm back, leg back, hand back, knee back, wide knees. Let's find a gentle twist here now. Inhale, shoulder blades down, twist, exhale. Drishti, inhale, or focal point, wherever's appropriate. 2 more, inhale. And inhale. And exhale. Switch to the other side. We inhale. And 2 more. And center it on up. We're going to take a variation of camel ustrasana. You're going to find, again, this is going to take the back, the shoulder blades into retraction towards one another. So we've been doing a lot of rounding, protraction, and now we're going to bring it back. So palms can come to the hips, or for shoulder issues, maybe you take it a little bit lower and hug right here. We inhale and lift the heart, navel to spine, extension. This challenges the abdominal panel, challenges the glutes, the thighs. And come on back to center. And one more time, inhale. And lengthen and extension. Shoulder blades. And center it up, good. And exhale. And inhale up. Around neutral spine. And balls of the feet. Inhale, float it up. Counter pose. Down dog. Shoulder blades, elbows unlocked. Roll through the spine, adjust as you need to. Lift the heels, posterior tilt, and inhale out into plank. Exhale, down dog. And roll, inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog, and roll, inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. And gently, knees to the mat. And once again, check on in. Rotate, counter pose as you need to. And let's linger now into a twist. Wide knees, center the left arm. Can you get the cookie? Inhale. And set it on under, thread it through, sit on up, and over. Whether or not you find the left hip, the right thigh. We're opening through left shoulder, left wrist. Try once again to keep that front body strong. We switch to the other side, set on up, left arm reaches, stretch up. Thread it on under, set up so that this shoulder, left arm helps to support, not a lot of weight in the head, the neck, and we open. Rest so. And take your time. Hand back and knee back. Let's go through our cobra flow and into down dog, up dog flow. This is where we set up, one full hand ahead. Check middle finger, place the heels of the hand there. 4 breaths, 4 movements, hips go back. Side body lengthens here. Inhale, all fours, bend the elbow, float those hips, shoulder blades down, heart lifts. Inhale, variation, cobra flow, and hips back. Oh, and bend the elbows. Exhale, inhale. Mindful if you want to go into extreme in the joints, in the muscle groups. Inhale, shoulder blade, and inhale, and down dog, up dog flow, still working the body, trying to get warmth here. Balls of the feet stay to the mat the whole time. If you get fatigued, come back to cobra flow. Same action. Hips start towards the heels. We inhale, exhale, down dog. Roll through the spine, inhale, plank. Exhale, up dog. Remember, don't drop the hips too much. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, knees to the mat. Hips to heels. Inhale, down dog, exhale, inhale, plank. Exhale, up dog, inhale, plank. Exhale, down. Inhale, knees to the mat. Hips to heels. One more time, inhale. Exhale, roll, inhale, plank. Exhale, up, shoulder blades down, inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, knees to the mat, pose of the child. Wide knees and check on in. Again, intentionally allowing that inhalation to stretch into the back ribs, side ribs. Little bit deeper, take it over to that right side, reach that left arm, soften. Through center. Over to the left, reach that right arm, soften. And back to center, making our way on to prone, find the back, find the shoulder girdle, and once again, balls of the feet can come to the mat or tops, just the posterior tilt, float. If you want to add on, Sphinx, plank on the forearm. Maybe you move a little bit forward and back. Challenge, center that left foot, float that right heel up. Switch, center that right, float that left heel up. And lower. Knees to the mat. And all the way, full body stretch. Remember, if you want to hold that a little longer, you feel free. Take it on over. Side, lengthen that left arm, full breath. Over to the left, reach that right. Hover. Once again, moving into basic back strengthener, trying to cover the muscle groups as a whole. And navel to spine. Hover. And add your right arm, your left leg for swimming. Using the breath, exhale. So we come off of the hover and move back to hover. Keeping those muscle groups active. Or not, you're in charge, you can release. We will in a moment. Finishing it off, left arm, right leg, and prone Shavasana. This is where again you can take cheek to the mat and switch, if you wish. Now we're going to add our cactus arms to our swan. Once again, finding those shoulder blades retracting a little bit more. Adjust as you need to. And low body again, pressing into the mat, shoulder blades, elbows. Find that front body, float the heart, and then find cactus. Shoulder blades retract. Breath serves. Mindful, recognize what your body's communicating to you. Lengthen. Now a little bit more flexion in the spine. Intimidating cobra, find the fingertips. Shoulder blades down. Now I'm going to cue again to sense the base of the shoulder blades, because we have the deltoids doing a lot of work here. Find the shoulder blades down. Elbows bend. Breath serves. Navel to spine. Float on up. Now, wrap those shoulder blades connecting to the back. Navel to spine. Neck is long. Jaws easy. And lengthen forward. Low cobra. Hands either side of the heart. Shoulder blades down. Elbows hug. Low cobra. Transition. Press, bend, hollow round. Walk your wide knees. Counter pose and dome. Change that breath. Inhale. Exhale. Hips to heels. One full inhalation and exhalation. And two more times. Inhale, hollow. Exhale, hips to heels. Full breath. And last time. Inhale, dome. Exhale, hips to heels. Full round of breath. Hands walk, take your time. Knees come under, again, adjust as you need to. Right leg's gonna come forward. We're gonna come into Anjaneyasana or Crescent Moon. We're gonna add some arms and breath work and continue moving from there. We shift those hips forward. Good. Press into that thigh, shoulder blades down the back of the rib cage, heart's open. Once again, you're establishing oppositional energy here. Float those arms up and then challenge the balance. We inhale here. Exhale, arms float to the side. Again, peripheral vision, inhale here. Exhale, reach up, stretch up. Maybe you separate the jaw. Make it a little easier to breathe, challenging abdominals. And once again, float into runner's lunge, back ball the foot, inhale and exhale. Good, let's add now a circle of the arm and reach hugging, and now reach it forward. And hand back and knee back. We switch. We're going to add our hamstring stretch here after we do a variation with crescent moon. Shift forward. Press hard and arms. Inhale. Exhale, arms open to the side, peripheral vision. Inhale. And exhale, reach up, stretch up, oppositional energy. Keep reaching through the core. Keep lengthening to the heavens. And then float, runner's lunge. Adjust. Back ball the foot, inhale, exhale. And add. Left thigh bone, hug it in. Left arm circles. We reach it up, keep hugging it. Now reach it forward. And hand back and knee back. And bring it under. Good. Now be mindful, again, if you want to grab a towel for knee issues, blanket. We're just going to find a little rotation here. Shift on forward into the stretch of the hip flexor variation here. Right arm is going to circle up and around. Keep the heart lifted, try not to sink. Maybe you make contact with the heel or the calf, not necessary, but we're adding a twist here on our side body. Notice the head, the dristi, depending upon balance. Maybe you take it up, maybe you take it all the way through the stretch, left side of the body. Now we're just going to circle those arms around, catch yourself as you need to, and now shift back. Right hamstrings. Variation, flex foot, you walk away, down to the big toe. Jaws easy. Breath continues to serve, and we switch to the other side. And left leg's gonna come forward. Set on up, keep wiggling as you need to. Shift on forward. Remember, front knee's not compromised. Finding that stretch, hip flexor. Left arm's gonna stretch up, reach up. Again, already maybe this is a challenge in the balance. And then find that full rotation through both arms, through the heart, the spine. Again, continue. Rest her. And once again, we windmill around and shift on that. And find the bending of the knee, and knee comes under. Yeah, some people like to use the block here, others don't. So find a little flow here, a little stronger through the hip flexor. Set the block or set the fingertips, maybe the hands, and back ball the foot. Inhale, exhale, runner's lunge. Lower those hips, deeper stretch, thigh, and exhale. Hollow that belly straight around the spine. Inhale. As you round that spine, you're engaging abdominals. Hollow, deepen, and round. And inhale, adjust on that block. Exhale, good. You're still hugging in this right femur bone. And exhale. And now you're going to draw this left leg in. Find a slight rotation for Parsvottanasana. Again, we're finding length through the spine. Both hip bones are straight on. And then again, gently, knees gonna come to the mat, and we switch. And left leg's gonna come forward. Set that block up inside of the ankle or no block. Find back ball the foot, and we flow and hug this left thigh bone. Inhale, heart lifts here. Exhale, hollow round. And inhale, heart lifts. hollow, deep. And inhale. Hard and exhale. Now just adjust, bring it in a tad for side flank. This is addressing the side body, but it also really gets into hamstrings. Try not to lock the knees. Neutral through the spine, through the hips. And once again, adjust. And knee comes to the mat, top of the foot. We're going to come into variation of side plank and the flow. Same flow that we do front and back. We're going to find it on the side with the side hip and into the balance. Set up neutral, 2 hands, 2 knees. Right ball the foot. Spin the heel. Adjust with this shift. Again, hips are going to stay forward here. You don't want to find going off of that standing hip. Keep right on top. Find the side body. Some people will use a block, a book. Right arm up by the ear. Variations stay here, or we flow. Right leg lifts hip level. I like to keep my foot in a floint, and then I work it through the flex and the point. Round the spine, hollow the belly, exhale. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Inhale. Now maybe again you find the wrist a little bit more challenging. If you challenge it up towards the heavens. Exhale. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Just 2 more times. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Dressing, heavens. Side ball to the mat. Left elbows unlocked. Wherever you are. Elbow bends, knee bends. Revolve. Prasarita. Revolved. Sanskrit. Left ball the foot. In. Set up. Hips stay forward. Good. Find side body. Up to the heavens. By the ears. Stay or choose. Leg lifts. Inhale. Hollow. Breath. Inhale. Now maybe you change that twisty. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Challenge is about 2 more times. Inhale. Challenge is the bounce in my body quite a bit this afternoon. And stay. Find the back, shoulder blades down. Close the ribs, stable the spine. Any variation, right elbows unlocked. And bend. Rotate. Let's get into a deeper hip opening now. Balls of the feet and down dog. Right leg back, rotate. External rotation. Foot stays flexed. Float it up right here. Left hamstrings are working. Bend the knee, really open through that right hip, right thigh, but try not to twist through the shoulders, through the ribs. All at once. We switch other side, and left leg back, foot set. Find that external rotation. And up to the heavens, flex the foot, and roll. Breath serves, right hamstrings are really active. Let's make our way on up. And feet walk, Uttanasana. Bend the thighs, root to rise. Heart lifts, stretch up, reach up, and check on in. Counter pose as you need to. Let's find tree pose. Shift into that left thigh, rotate. Remember, it's cute not to put lateral pressure on the knee, so you find where you want to go. Palms together. If you have slippery clothes on, that will make it even more of a challenge. Wide arms, remember cactus arms. Lots of variations. And arms release, take your time, switch to the other side. So if you're in your favorite grocery store, And you want to find mini tree right here. You've got that basket, you're in line. Find the strength of that standing side, or maybe you move someplace else in the body. Challenge. Anjula Mudra, vertical, wide, cactus. Arms release, take your time. Leg releases, check on in. Good, now we're just gonna find a flow. Your right leg is gonna be forward. Set on up. Virabhadrasana 1, I think we've done this. If not, it's okay. Challenging the balance, little flow. Heart lifts here. Slowly, methodically, exhale. Arms past the hip. Inhale. Mindful of momentum. If you get into the momentum with the arms, that can throw the balance off. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good, on up, cactus, lift the heart, little balance. Back on up, arms can release to Tadasana. Switch, hip bones straight on. Proud warrior 1, we flow, inhale. Exhale, arms pass. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And challenging the balance. Once again, hamstrings are working here, legs are working. Lift the heart, navel to spine. Make sure you're not sinking into the low back, lumbar. And back on up, strong through the back. Arms release. And check on in. Your right leg now is going to stay forward as we open up Proud Warrior 2. So take the left leg back. Find this thigh hugging. Find your centering right here, hip bones to the wall. And we press. Proud Warrior 2. In through the nose, out through the nose. Side, body, reversed warrior, palm flips. And this is in your side body. This is half bow, wrapping through that left arm, or you bring the left arm to the leg, what serves your shoulders. But notice that this is a side body opposed to a back bend. Once again, now let's windmill. Arm, arm, runner's lunge. Front knee's not compromised. Inhale, exhale, down, dog. Once again, walk. Uttanasana, root to rise. And other side, left leg now stays forward. Open on up, adjust both hip bones. Widen your stance if you prefer. This thigh stays hugging. Palms vertical, arms wide. Focus. Breath serves. Elbows unlocked. In through the nose, out through the nose. Palm rotates. Side, body, reverse, warrior. In variation. Half bound or side. Try not to compress either side of the body. Find both sides of the body lengthening. And once again, windmill those arms, circle around. And runner's lunge, down dog. And walk the feet. And let's change on the mat, moving into heron. And the belt, or a towel, or a t-shirt. You want something that, again, is stable. Around the ball of the